Mastering calm, strategies to thrive under pressure and enhance emotional intelligence. Pressure is a natural part of life. Whether it's a looming deadline, a difficult conversation, or an unexpected challenge, pressure can quickly cloud our thinking and shake our confidence. When stress rises, clarity often slips away, making it harder to respond thoughtfully and effectively. Yet, staying calm under pressure is not just about keeping cool. It's a skill that strengthens emotional intelligence and improves how we communicate, set boundaries, and trust ourselves. This video explores why pressure disrupts our mental clarity, how emotional regulation works, and why calmness is a powerful tool for navigating life's challenges. Drawing from emotional intelligence principles, it offers practical strategies to help you remain grounded and confident when it matters most. Why pressure disrupts clarity. Pressure triggers a biological response designed to protect us from danger. When we feel threatened, the brain activates the fight-or-flight system, releasing stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. This response sharpens our senses for immediate action but narrows our focus to survival, often at the expense of thoughtful decision-making. When under pressure, the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for reasoning, planning, and impulse control, loses some of its influence. Instead, the amygdala, which processes emotions like fear and anxiety, takes over. This shift can cause racing thoughts or mental fog, impulsive reactions or avoidance, difficulty focusing on the task at hand, and heightened emotional reactivity. For example, imagine you're about to give an important presentation. The pressure to perform might cause your mind to jump to worst-case scenarios, making it hard to concentrate on your message. This mental clutter can lead to stumbling over words or forgetting key points. Understanding this biological process helps us see that losing clarity under pressure is not a personal failure, but a natural reaction. The key is learning how to regain control and calm the emotional brain. How emotional regulation supports calmness. Emotional regulation is the ability to manage and respond to emotional experiences in a healthy way. It doesn't mean suppressing feelings, but rather recognizing them, understanding their impact, and choosing how to act. This skill is central to emotional intelligence and involves several steps. Awareness, noticing your emotional state without judgment. For instance, recognizing that you feel anxious before a meeting. Acceptance, allowing emotions to exist without trying to push them away or exaggerate them. Modulation, using techniques to reduce emotional intensity, such as deep breathing or reframing negative thoughts. Expression, communicating feelings appropriately, which can prevent misunderstandings and build trust. Practicing emotional regulation creates space between stimulus and response. Instead of reacting impulsively, you can pause, assess the situation, and choose a response aligned with your values and goals. Practical techniques for emotional regulation. Here are some techniques you can do to regulating emotion. 1. Breathing exercises. Slow, deep breaths activate the parasympathetic nervous system, calming the body and mind. 2. Mindfulness meditation. Focusing on the present moment reduces rumination and emotional overwhelm. 3. Cognitive reframing. Challenging unhelpful thoughts by asking, is this thought true? Is there another way to see this? 4. Grounding exercises. Engaging the senses to anchor yourself in the here and now, such as feeling your feet on the ground or noticing sounds around you. For example, if you feel your heart racing before a difficult conversation, taking a few deep breaths and reminding yourself that you can handle the situation helps shift your mindset from panic to presence. Calmness enhances communication. When we are calm, our communication improves in several ways. 1. Clearer thinking. Calmness allows us to organize our thoughts and express ourselves more coherently. 2. Active listening. We become more present and attentive to others, which fosters understanding. 3. Reduced conflict. Calm responses de-escalate tension and encourage collaboration. 4. Empathy. A steady emotional state helps us tune into others' feelings without becoming overwhelmed. Consider a scenario where a colleague criticizes your work. If you respond defensively or emotionally, the conversation may escalate. Staying calm lets you listen fully, ask clarifying questions, and respond constructively, turning a potential conflict into an opportunity for growth. Setting boundaries with confidence. Pressure often comes from external demands that push us beyond our limits. Calmness supports setting clear, respectful boundaries by helping us recognize when we feel overwhelmed or uncomfortable, giving us the confidence to say no without guilt, and allowing us to communicate our needs assertively. For example, if a friend repeatedly asks for favors that drain your energy, a calm and honest conversation about your limits can preserve the relationship while protecting your well-being. Building confidence through calmness. Confidence grows when we trust our ability to handle challenges. Calmness nurtures this trust by reducing self-doubt and fear, encouraging a mindset of problem-solving rather than panic, and allowing us to learn from mistakes without harsh self-judgment. When you face pressure with calm, you prove to yourself that you can navigate uncertainty. This experience builds resilience and a stronger sense of self. Connecting calmness to emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions and those of others. Staying calm under pressure is a cornerstone of EI because it improves self-awareness by helping us notice emotional shifts, enhances self-regulation through managing reactions, supports social skills by enabling better communication and empathy, and strengthens motivation by keeping focus on goals despite stress. Mastering calmness is not a one-time achievement, but a continuous practice that deepens emotional intelligence over time. It links to other EI skills like empathy, adaptability, and conflict resolution, creating a foundation for healthier relationships and personal growth. Applying these strategies in daily life. Here are some ways to practice calmness and emotional regulation regularly. 1. Start your day with a brief mindfulness exercise to set a steady tone. 2. Pause before responding in stressful moments, even if just for a few seconds. 3. Keep a journal to track emotional triggers and your responses. 4. Practice saying no in low-stakes situations to build boundary-setting skills. 5. Reflect on past experiences where calmness helped you succeed and what you learned. For example, before a challenging meeting, take a moment to breathe deeply and remind yourself of your preparation. Afterward, note what went well and what you might improve next time. Final thoughts. Pressure will always show up in life, but calmness gives you the space to meet it with clarity instead of panic. When you understand how stress affects your mind and practice emotional regulation, you communicate better, set healthier boundaries, and trust yourself more. Calmness isn't about being perfect. It's about creating enough inner steadiness to choose your response. Small moments of pause, breath, and awareness build a stronger, more confident you over time.